Imagine opening your laptop in 2026, pressing the power button, and watching a Linux desktop load so smoothly that you don't even think about what distribution it is. You don't worry about drivers, you don't wonder if your apps will break after an update, and you don't feel that old tension between power and simplicity. Everything just works, quietly and reliably, while still giving you full control when you want it. This is the feeling many people believe will define the next big Linux OS. The distro that a massive number of users will switch to in 2026. Not because of hype or marketing, but because it finally solves problems Linux users have argued about for decades. For years, Linux has grown steadily but slowly on the desktop. It dominates servers, cloud infrastructure, supercomputers, and embedded systems, yet desktop adoption has always been fragmented. One distro promises cutting-edge software but sacrifices stability. Another focuses on rock-solid reliability but feels outdated. Some are beginner-friendly but restrictive, while others are endlessly customizable but intimidating. In 2026, the distro everyone switches to won't be the one with the flashiest website or the loudest community, but the one that quietly unifies these opposing ideas into something coherent and modern. The next big Linux OS will be defined first by how it handles updates. Traditional Linux updates often feel like a gamble. On rolling release distros, you get the newest software, but occasionally an update breaks your system. On fixed release distros, stability comes at the cost of older packages and features. In 2026, the distro that wins will treat updates as transactions, not risks. Atomic updates, system snapshots, and easy rollbacks will be built into the core experience, not optional features for advanced users. Updating the system will feel more like updating a smartphone or console, where failures are rare and easily reversible. If something goes wrong, the system simply rolls back to a working state, and you continue your work without panic or reinstallations. Another defining factor will be how the distro handles applications. Traditional package managers are powerful, but dependency conflicts, outdated repos, and fragmentation have frustrated users for years. Flatpak, Snap, and AppImage have already changed the landscape, but the next big Linux OS will integrate containerized apps so seamlessly that users barely notice the difference. Applications will install quickly, update independently of the system, and remain isolated for security. At the same time, the distro will avoid forcing a single app format ideology. Instead, it will intelligently combine native packages for core system components with containerized apps for user-facing software, giving the best of both worlds without ideological battles. Hardware support will be another major reason people switch. In the past, Linux users often had to research laptops and components carefully to avoid driver issues. In 2026, the leading distro will be hardware first, not hardware last. It will work closely with OEMs, chip manufacturers, and peripheral makers to ensure drivers are available out of the box. Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, fingerprint readers, GPUs, webcams, touchscreens, and even exotic hardware like ARM laptops and RISC-V boards will be supported with minimal configuration. Installing the OS will feel boring in the best way possible because everything works immediately. Gaming will play a huge role in this shift. Proton, Vulkan, and the efforts of companies like Valve have already transformed Linux gaming. By 2026, the distro everyone switches to will treat gaming as a first-class use case, not an afterthought. GPU drivers will be easy to install and update. Game mode optimizations will be integrated into the system. Controllers, VR headsets, and gaming peripherals will work without manual tweaking. The distro won't just say, Linux can game now, it will prove it every day through smooth performance and hassle-free setups. The desktop environment experience will also evolve significantly. In the past, Linux desktops often felt like collections of separate components glued together by configuration files. The next big Linux OS will present a polished, cohesive desktop that feels designed rather than assembled. Whether it uses GNOME, KDE, or a new approach entirely, the experience will be consistent, fast, and visually modern. Animations will be smooth even on modest hardware. Power management will be intelligent. Multi-monitor setups will just work. Accessibility features will be integrated deeply, not tacked on as optional extras. Security and privacy will be central themes, especially as users grow more concerned about data collection and surveillance. The distro that wins in 2026 will make strong security defaults invisible. Disk encryption will be enabled by default during installation. Secure boot integration will be straightforward. Permissions for applications will be granular and understandable, similar to mobile operating systems, but without locking users out of control. Privacy-respecting defaults will be the norm, with no hidden telemetry or data collection. Users will trust the system not because it promises privacy, but because it demonstrates it transparently. Another crucial element will be how the distro handles configuration and customization. Linux's power has always been its flexibility, but that flexibility often comes with complexity. The next big Linux OS will make common tasks easy through clean graphical tools while still allowing advanced users to drop into configuration files and scripts when they want. Network settings, display scaling, audio routing, power profiles, and system services will be manageable without memorizing commands, yet nothing will be hidden or locked away. The system will respect both beginners and experts equally. Cloud and local computing integration will also matter. In 2026, many users move seamlessly between devices, services, and environments. The distro that dominates will integrate well with cloud storage, remote development, containers, and virtualization. Running a local Kubernetes cluster, spinning up virtual machines, or connecting to remote servers will be straightforward. Developers will find the system comfortable and efficient, while non-technical users will benefit from fast backups, easy file syncing, and reliable remote access. One of the most overlooked factors in Linux adoption is documentation and community support. The next big Linux OS will invest heavily in clear, up-to-date documentation that speaks human language, not just man pages and forum posts from 2013. When users search for help, they'll find official guides, well-maintained wikis, and active community spaces. The distro's culture will emphasize helpfulness and inclusivity rather than elitism. This alone will convert countless users who previously bounced off Linux due to frustration and confusion. Performance will be another quiet but powerful advantage. The winning distro in 2026 won't necessarily chase the absolute highest benchmarks, but it will feel fast in everyday use. Boot times will be short. Applications will launch quickly. The system will remain responsive even under load. Memory management, I/O scheduling, and power efficiency will be tuned for real-world workloads, from browsing and office work to development and gaming. On older hardware, the distro will extend the useful life of machines that other operating systems have abandoned. Enterprise influence will also shape the next big Linux OS, but in a different way than before. Traditionally, enterprise-focused distros prioritized servers and stability over desktop innovation. In 2026, the lines will blur. The distro everyone switches to will benefit from enterprise-grade testing, security audits, and long-term support while still delivering a modern desktop experience. This combination will appeal to businesses, schools, and governments, further accelerating adoption and creating a positive feedback loop of funding, development, and hardware support. Another key aspect will be how the distro handles different CPU architectures. As ARM laptops become more common and alternative architectures gain traction, the next big Linux OS will offer first-class multi-architecture support. Users won't feel like ARM or RISC-V versions are experimental or second-class. Software availability, performance, and stability will be comparable across architectures, making the distro a natural choice for future hardware trends. The installer experience will also matter more than many realize. For many users, the installer is their first impression of a Linux distro, and first impressions matter. In 2026, the distro everyone switches to will have an installer that is simple, fast, and forgiving. It will explain choices clearly, recommend sensible defaults, and avoid overwhelming users with jargon. Advanced options will be available but hidden behind clear explanations. Installing Linux will feel welcoming, not intimidating. The role of AI and automation will also influence adoption. The next big Linux OS won't just talk about AI, it will use it practically. Intelligent system suggestions, automated troubleshooting, smart resource management, and context-aware assistance will be integrated carefully without invading privacy. Instead of replacing user control, AI features will enhance it, helping users understand their system and fix problems faster. Community governance and transparency will play a subtle but important role. Users are increasingly aware of who controls their software and why. The distro that becomes the default choice in 2026 will have clear governance, open decision-making, and visible roadmaps. Users will trust that the project won't suddenly change direction due to corporate pressure or abandon its community values. This trust will encourage long-term commitment rather than distro hopping. Education and onboarding will also be essential. The next big Linux OS will assume that many users are coming from Windows or macOS and design the experience accordingly. Keyboard shortcuts, file management, application workflows, and system behavior will feel familiar enough to reduce friction while still introducing Linux concepts gently. Tutorials, welcome screens, and optional guides will help users learn at their own pace without feeling overwhelmed. Another important factor will be how the distro handles legacy software and workflows. Many potential Linux users are held back by specific applications or file formats. In 2026, the distro that wins will make running Windows applications through compatibility layers smoother and more reliable. It will also support industry-standard file formats and workflows out of the box, reducing the fear of incompatibility. The next big Linux OS will also shine in how it handles system recovery. Instead of reinstalling when something goes wrong, users will be able to repair, reset, or recover their system easily. Recovery environments, bootable snapshots, and clear diagnostics will be part of the standard experience. This will drastically reduce downtime and frustration, especially for less technical users. Aesthetics will matter too, more than some Linux purists like to admit. The distro everyone switches to in 2026 will look good. Not flashy or gimmicky, but clean, modern, and professional. Fonts will be readable, icons consistent, and themes polished. Visual consistency will reinforce the feeling that Linux is no longer a collection of hobby projects, but a mature, user-focused platform. The success of this distro won't come from a single killer feature, but from the accumulation of many thoughtful decisions. Each improvement on its own might seem small, but together, they will create an experience that feels effortless. Users won't switch because they want to tinker or rebel against other operating systems. They'll switch because the distro simply works better for their daily lives. By 2026, the question won't be can Linux replace Windows or macOS, but why wouldn't you use this Linux distro? Schools will deploy it because it's reliable and easy to manage. Developers will choose it because it's flexible and powerful. Gamers will adopt it because it performs well. Everyday users will stick with it because it's comfortable and trustworthy. The next big Linux OS won't try to please everyone through endless options and forks. Instead, it will make strong, sensible choices while remaining open and adaptable. It will respect Linux's traditions without being trapped by them. It will embrace modern technologies without sacrificing transparency and control. When people look back at 2026, they may not remember a single announcement or release date that changed everything. Instead, they'll remember a gradual shift where more and more people quietly switched to the same distro because it made sense. Forums, tutorials, and recommendations will increasingly point to it as the default choice. Hardware vendors will pre-install it. Friends will recommend it to friends, not as an experiment, but as a practical solution. In the end, the next big Linux OS will succeed not by promising a revolution, but by delivering reliability, usability, and freedom in a way that feels natural. It will finally close the gap between what Linux is capable of and how it feels to use every day. And when that happens, the question won't be which distro you should try next, but why you didn't switch sooner.